Well, we got a preview of X-Men 97 via the upcoming New York Comic Con. Let's take a couple minutes to talk about the recent Funko Pop and the big reveal that comes out of this promotion. This X-Men 97 storyline keeps getting bigger and bigger. Well, most of the main characters for X-Men 97 have already been revealed to fans, but it seems they are keeping quite a few secrets behind the scenes. Now, we've been hearing ongoing rumors about several other characters set to appear, and one of them is the Goblin Queen, Madeline Pryor. Now, in the comics, Pryor is an incredibly powerful mutant who bore a pretty striking resemblance to Jean Grey. Now we're counting down the days to New York Comic Con, and from New York Comic Con we got a little bit of a preview via an X-Men 97 pop. So let's go ahead and take a look at that. Now, there's not a lot special about this pop, to be honest with you. It totally looks like the Goblin Queen, but what's more interesting is she's holding that baby. We heard some of the footage shared at San Diego Comic-Con featured Jean Grey with a child, and now it appears that probably wasn't Jean Grey, but was indeed the Goblin Queen with her baby. Now, in the comics, Pryor actually gave birth to Nathan Christopher Charles Summers, who's better known as Cable, and I honestly think that's exactly what's going on in the upcoming series. Now, where they go with Madeline, it's really hard to tell because her history in the comics is somewhat long and quite honestly convoluted. So it does leave the creative team the opportunities to go in a lot of directions with the character. Obviously, the character's resemblance to Jean, her potential relationship with Scott, and the birth of Cable could play huge into the upcoming X-Men 97 series. Bringing Cable into the series even as a baby will inject a lot of excitement into the series. He's a popular character, and I feel pretty confident this creative crew is going to knock this out of the park. We know an adult version of Cable is already part of the series based on the initial art that was released. So now that they've included baby Cable, I really do wonder if there'll be some curious temporal storytelling that impacts that character and puts him front and center during the series. Now, sadly, so far, X-Men 97 does not have a premiere date, but we are hearing the show is set to release sometime around the end of the year. Marvel Studios is playing their cards close to the chest, and I suspect we'll actually see X-Men in early 2024. This series is going to be hugely important to Marvel Studios and honestly to Disney+. Marvel Animation has been pretty ambitious in plans, but not that much has made it to the streaming service. So when we finally get to see this X-Men series, hopefully some of our concerns are put to rest. Sadly, we're going to have to wait a little bit longer to find out the exact status of Madeline Pryor and more interestingly her child Cable, but I think this is all being set up for a lot of fun in the upcoming X-Men 97 revival. When we finally get to see it, we're going to have to wait and see.